Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zain and today we'll be having a look at a few different EV stocks and shares to keep an eye on this year. Allow me to declare that this video is not financial advice. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes. The first company I would like to introduce you to, Polestar. They've had a SPAC merger with Guggenheim. The public listing hasn't been initiated yet, but it has started. The process is in the making. But I think Polestar is waiting for the Polestar 3 SUV to be announced before they go fully public. It's more dramatic, it's more exciting, it brings more money to their pocket, it brings more money to their IPO. It's a more impressive IPO if you're also announcing a new vehicle. That happens to be an SUV that is really high in demand right now. Now the Guggenheim stocks right now is $11.42. Market cap is 1.1 billion. Bear in mind, this will all change when Polestar takes over Guggenheim and fully go public. Polestar is going public at $20 billion in valuation, huge difference compared to Rivian. By the way, Polestar delivered 29,000 vehicles last year in 2021. Rivian only built 1,000 and they delivered 0 to customers. And that's a company that's valued more than BMW. And they delivered 0 vehicles while BMW delivered 2.2 million. Take into consideration just how insane that sounds for a moment. It is kind of insane if you think about it. But I'm expecting big things from Polestar this year, mostly because they'll most likely be achieving 50, 60,000 vehicles delivered, maybe even 70,000 vehicles delivered by the end of this year, which means that next year we're looking at 100 to 150,000 vehicles being delivered. Given 2-3 years, we will be 500,000 vehicles delivered by Polestar. They have support from Geely and Volvo. They have support in manufacturing, they have support in factories, they have financial support, they have all the support they need to build vehicles. And they're announcing one new electric vehicle each year. This year will be the Polestar 3 SUV, next year will be the Polestar 4, and in 2024 it will be the Polestar 5, a luxurious sedan to specifically target the Porsche Taycan audience. If you haven't seen this car, well, prepare to be amazed. This car is absolutely beautiful. But Polestar is definitely a brilliant company to keep track of, especially this year. Polestar has a huge advantage. They used to be a division, a performance division within Volvo. They're essentially a part of Volvo. They are Volvo's new child. It's the new Volvo. Volvo has built the safest cars in the world for decades. They don't just instantly forget how to build cars. They have a huge advantage above Rivian, Faraday Future, Lucid Air, Tesla. They know how to build cars better than any other company. This gives them a huge advantage in the EV space. A lot of people are sleeping on Polestar, and I cannot understand why. It's honestly baffling. But it's probably good that Polestar is under the radar, because it's good for me because I get to invest while it's super cheap. By the way, not financial advice. Anyway, ladies and gents, our next company to have a look at is Arrival. The Arrival company, they manufacture EV transportational vehicles such as buses and delivery vehicles. Arrival has recently built a prototype electric car for taxi service in partnership with Uber. This is amazing because it's their first car that they've actually produced. It's a prototype, yes, but this prototype has been brought to true fruition in the space of 6 to 7 months. That's extraordinary. Arrival is the kind of company that's not building big factories like gigafactories. They're building micro factories in cities around the world, such as London. They want to build vehicles in major big cities and small cities as well. They want to build these micro factories so they can easily produce vehicles and ship them out to customers as soon as possible in as short period of time as possible, which means it's less transportation of big vehicles from state to state or from country to country. Instead, just build it in a given location. Now, the materials for these vehicles will have to be transported from place to place, but it seems a lot simpler to do that than to actually transfer the vehicles. So it's a genius idea, yes, but I also think it's important that Arrival build gigafactories as well. They will need gigafactories. Gigafactories are extremely important for EV companies, especially when it comes to battery production. So yes, it's a genius idea for Arrival to build microfactories in cities such as London, Paris, the list goes on, but it's also important that they build big factories. They will need those factories to support their manufacturing, mass manufacturing of vehicles and buses and delivery vehicles and cars. Now the interesting thing is that their stock prices have fallen a lot within the last few months, quite a lot. Around November, it was actually around $17 US, $17.80, almost 18 US dollars. Right now, the price is $6.70, which is really good for me because I get to buy the shares at a discount at a really good price. This is a great company, but they're extremely undervalued right now because their production is small. They haven't been producing a lot of vehicles, but that's because they're a startup. But those are some of my reasons to keep an eye on Arrival, because they're extremely undervalued and the technology that they're developing is extremely undervalued. Next on our list is Lucid Air, currently sitting at $42.22. Lucid Air is a really interesting company because they too, very similar to Rivian, they have a high evaluation. They have a high market cap, 69 billion to be specific. By the way, Rivian currently sits at 70 billion in valuation. Lucid Air is 69 billion in valuation and market cap. There's only 1 billion difference, maybe even less. Lucid is actually producing vehicles and delivering them to customers, not in a large supply, but in a low quantity. And I do believe that Lucid is targeting audiences and customers, high value customers such as Porsche customers. Porsche Taycan is an electric vehicle that Porsche built. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's fast, it's comfortable. And a lot of companies are noticing that they need to tap into that market. This is what Polestar is going to do with their Polestar 5, and this is what Lucid Air is doing with the Lucid Air, which is really rare to find a person who owns a Lucid Air vehicle. But I want to show you that even a good company, even a company producing good electric vehicles, even those companies are not perfect. They still make mistakes. Keep this in mind because this will have a huge impact on their shares and stocks in the future, on the prices, on the value of their company. This is why I'm confident that Rivian shares will hit $50 one day. It will probably hit $40 one day because I just know that not everything is going to go perfect in that company. But nevertheless, no company is perfect, not even Polestar. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, everyone will have issues. The stocks and shares will always go up and down in some crazy ways with every EV company. But these are the ones people should be keeping an eye on this year. So thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to see more, leave a like, leave a comment. If I missed anything, leave a comment, let's have a discussion. Thank you for watching till the end. I really appreciate this. Subscribe to see more, and I will see you in my next video.